example to handle. Divide by 0, error by using simple if. We were trying with simple if. Okay, this I was asking, right? How many are completed?
I completed.
Yeah, next, anybody?
I did, sir.
Done, sir.
Right. So actually, what is this actually? Here you observe this. Yeah, just I'm writing brief in output again. Enter first number, and user will enter 10. Let's say 10 you are storing into A. Enter second number, and let's say 0. 0 you are storing into B. Then you ask the user, please enter second number other than 0. Please enter second number other than 0. So when you are asking the user, please enter second number other than 0, let's say user entered 5. Then perform the division and display the result. Division result is 10 by 5 result is what? 2. This is your requirement. Actually, here, whenever you are implementing conditional statements, we have to identify the statements which are depending on the condition. In this example, which are conditional depending statements?
Please enter the second number other than 0 and the console dot read line for holding the second value entered.
Conditional statements in the total program, you will have, always non-conditional depending statements and conditional depending statements. Up to here, these are not depending on condition. And even though this is here, you can say that first recognize the conditional depending statements. These two are the conditional depending statements. This should be keep within the conditional block. Here you are going to implement which condition? If condition. You have to write these statements in the conditional block. That first point. Second thing is, what can be the condition? When you want to execute these two statements, whenever B is 0. So that can be the condition, B equal to 0. If B equal to 0, execute. Otherwise, don't execute. And next we have to understand where we have to apply this if block. Where we have to apply this if block means when you want to check the condition after accepting first number, after accepting second number,
After accepting second number.
This condition block you should implement after accepting the second number and before performing the division. So in that way you have to think and you have to write the logic. Now you observe, guys. You observe. Right. First, let me write a normal program. Console dot write line. Yes. Enter first number. Right. Into equal to into dot parts of console dot read line. And console dot write line. Yes. Enter second number. Right. And into B equal to into dot parse of console dot read line. And after that into C equal to yesterday program I'm writing A by B. And console dot write line. Division result is
Plus
C. Division result is C. And this is the program console dot read line. This is the program you are writing. First number, second. It's a normal program. In this, you want to implement the condition after accepting the second number and before performing the division. So in this place you have to implement the condition. Right. If b equal to 0, if b equal to 0, if b equal to 0, console dot write line, please enter second number other than 0, second number other than 0. Right. Please enter second number other than 0. Right. And after that again b equal to into dot parse console dot readline. So here most of the people will do a biggest mistake is again into b. Right. Again into b is required or not required?
Not required, sir.
Not required, sir.
The variable B.
Okay, why? Because already you declared a variable called b. Again you don't require to declare. You already declared. Just you reinitialize the value. This is the program. This is the program. Yes. Now I hope you're all done this program.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now
Yes, sir.
let me explain the code here. Yes. The code is compilation and execution. Compilation and execution. When you run the application, how this code is executing, let me explain. First, program execution starts by main. Enter first number. Enter first number. User entered 10. 10 is stored into 10 is stored into
A.
A. 10 is stored into A. How parsing is performing, you know very well. 10 is stored into A. Second, enter second number. User entered 0. User entered 0. Sorry. Yeah, user entered other than. Right now, user entered 5. That's us. 5 is stored into
B.
B. B. B. Now condition checking. B equal to 0. B is 5. 5 double equal to 0. Comparing. 5 double equal to 0. Means true or false? False. Condition is false. Whenever it is false, if block will be skipping. Means if block will never execute. It will never execute because condition is false. Now control will execute the next statement. 10 by 5. 10 by 5. 10 by 5. What is a 10 by 5? 10 by 5 is what? 2. Okay. The 2 will be stored into C. Okay. 2 will be stored into C. Console.write line. Division result is C. That is nothing but 2. Now after this compilation and execution, now we can go in another way. 10 first number, second number 0. Means here you can observe A is 10, B is 0. A is 10, B is 0. B is 0. Okay. Some 0. Right. Now you guys observe 0 equal to 0. Now control will execute 0 equal to 0. If 0 equal to 0, what is that?
Condition is true.
True or false?
So if block will be executed.
0 equal to 0. True or false? True.
True, sir.
Our condition is true. If of true means it will say command carry on, execute block, console.write line, please enter second number other than 0. Please enter second number other than 0. Right. After printing this, it will execute the next statement. In this next statement, control is executing a statement called console.readline. Now, control is executing which statement? Console.readline is doing what? Holding the command prompt window. Now user entered 5. 5 is entered by the user, accepted by the readline method, and once you press enter, the 5 will be written as string. String value will be assigned into B. Actually already B contain one value here. B contain one value here. What is that value? 0. Here you are assigning which value? 5. Means what will happen? 0 will overwrite with 5. 0 will be overwrite with what? 5. Because at a time in a chair, a single person can sit. Similarly, at a time a variable can contain only one value. When you will initialize new value, old value will overwrite. And if block execution is completed, then after this, control will execute next statement, A by B. A by B means 10 by 10 by 5. 10 by 5, that is 2. The 2 will be stored into C. So 2 will be stored into C. C. Next console dot write line. Division result is C. Division result is C. That is watch 2. Okay, so this is the story. But is there any problem in this program, guys? Is there any problem in this program?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sir,
Yes. What is the problem?
if the
The
second time
second,
user enters
yeah,
zero,
yes.
not going to, it
Right.
throws an error.
Yeah. Whenever in this program we have a problem. What is the problem? You see. Suppose user entered first time 0. Now you guys, you can observe 0 equal to 0. True. Console.writeline. Please enter second number other than 0. Other than 0. Sorry. Please enter second number other than 0. Now control is executing read line. Read line is what? Waiting for input. For example, user entered this time also 0. User entered this time also 0. Then what will happen?
Runtime
So,
error.
0. 0 means what will happen? Come on. 0 means
Runtime error.
runtime error.
right.
Will pop up a troubleshoot window.
What will happen? Again you entered 0. Now B is what? Again 0. Once it is 0, after that control will encounter the closing brace. If block execution is completed. But in case of if block, once block execution is completed, control will go to the next statement. That is 10 by 0. 10 by 0 means again you will get an error. Again you will get an error. That is divide by 0 exception will throw. Divide by 0 exception will throw. With this we are identified that this simple if is checking only once. So if user entered first time, if user entered only one time, it will check. It will not have a facility to check back. That is the reason it will not 100% suitable solution for this requirement. Okay, because to achieve this we have to use a concept called loops. We have to use a concept rechecking, multiple time checking, rechecking until user will press other than 0, means you have to go for a concept called loops. In loops we will see the solution for this problem. Up to that, let us assume our user is a gentleman. He will enter only one time. If he will say don't enter, he will listen our word. Okay guys, so that is the story about this simple if. Here we have explained how to use a simple if. Now next we'll go with the next conditional statements in if. First is simple if. What is the second one?
Else.
If else.
Right. Number 2,
If else.
else. Guys, everybody will neglect data types. Everybody will neglect typecasting, but which are very, very important. You can observe how depth we have seen data types. Similarly, even though most of the people, according to my knowledge, for programmer, control statements are hard for the programmer. But most of the trainings, Java, .NET, which I've seen fresher level or experience level, people will neglect control statements like anything. People will teach this concept in one session or two sessions, just a syntax example. But actually, control statements are very, very important. Tomorrow when you are writing any logic, there you will have to use these control statements. Syntax for if else, if else. If condition, yeah, statement, syntax 1. Statement 1, else, Yeah. Today, statement 1 and statement 2. Yeah, guys. Now listen. Let's try to understand this syntax 1. You guys, you can observe. Here, control will check the condition. First, control will check the condition. If condition is true, then it will execute statement 1 and it will skip the else part and it will execute the following statements. Suppose if condition is false, then what will happen, you know? If condition is false, what will happen, you know? It will skip the statement 1. If condition is false, it will skip the statement 1 and control will go to else part and it will execute the statement 2. Then it will execute the following statements. With this, my question is, here the question is, yeah, Shiva, tell me, when statement 1 will execute, when statement 2 will execute.
When the condition is true, the statement 1 will execute and it'll skip the statement 2. And when the condition is false, it'll skip the statement 1 and go to statement 2.
Right. Okay, guys. So very good. Now come back to our discussion. Right. Yeah. Okay. This is one syntax. Let's check this syntax how it will work and try to understand. Okay. Now you see small code I am giving you. Observe first. Yes. Into a equal to 10 into b equal to 5 if a greater than b. High else console.writeline hello. Yeah, this is the program. Hmm. Now, Shravya, tell me the output for this.
It will print hi, sir,
I am okay. Why?
because a greater than b condition is true because 10 is greater than 5. So the if condition, since the if condition is true, it will execute the statement in the if condition
Right. Yes,
and
actually,
it will
A
print the
greater
else.
than B, 10 greater than 5. So, condition is true. That's why it will execute console.writeline, that is high, and high will print, and else part will be skipping. And later it will execute what statement?
Console dot read line.
Readline is doing what? Holding. Readline
It
is
will hold the output
holding.
window.
Holding. Now, I have another question. Right. Console dot writeline by. Hmm. Now tell me, Shravya, what is the output?
Hi and bye, sir.
Shravya, no answer.
It will print only hi, sir.
Mhm.
Both of them. I and
Hi and bye, sir.
I also printed.
Mhm. Right. Here only confusion is there. Vinil, what is the output?
hi and bye.
I.
The console.writeline by is a follow statement,
Okay, okay,
not
fine.
a
Okay.
is.
Right. Yeah, very good. Kumar, you are also following. Very good. Right. High and by is the output. Why? Because you observe. Reason is because that's why. See, people will have directly. I didn't go for example because first we should have the control flow. Now, when what happened, 10 greater than 5, true. It will print high. It will print high, and it will skip else part. Else part will consider only one statement because there you didn't mention any blocks. Then this statement will come to as what following statement. By will also print and console.readline. Okay, right. Now, yes, right. Now, I have a question. Right. Yes. Now, Stavia, tell me what is the output?
Hello and bye.
Hello. Huh? What is the output? Hello and bye.
Bye.
Bye. So 2 greater than 5. False or true?
Which is false. If 2 greater than 5 is false, so it will skip the if condition and it will execute else.
Else. And hello will print. Then following statement also.
Then the following statement will be.
Right. That's it. Hello and bye. Over. Okay. Same. Now go back to right. Syntax 2. Syntax 2 is what do you know? This is syntax. We are using blocks here. We are using blocks. Statement 1, statement 2, statement 3, statement 4, statement 4, statement 4. Right. So that is what. That is what. Here, why I used blocks? Because conditional depending statements are more than one. Whenever conditional depending statements are more than one, use a concept called block, multiple statements. That's why I used this one. Now you can check this one. Why? But even the conditional depending statements are one, can I use blocks or can should not use? In this case,
Can use, but
yes,
it's
you can use, but
unnecessary.
here it
Optional,
is
sir.
optional. Here it is optional. When
Optional.
both statements means compulsory, you have to go for blocks. Console
Blocks.
dot write line, hello, and console dot write line, how are you? How are you? Console dot write line, I'm fine, I'm fine, yes, and bye. You can see. Now, conditional depending statements are one now, multiple more than one.
Multiple.
More than one. Here
Multiple.
two, here two. In a block two, multiple. That's why you should use blocks. Suppose you remove blocks. Suppose you remove blocks, then you will throw what error? You will throw what error? Compulsory. You should use what blocks. Compulsory. You should use what blocks. Compulsory. You should use blocks here. Should use blocks. Right. Now, yes. 10, 5. Now, uh, Seventy. Sorry, 70. Come on, tell me, what is the output?
Hello. Hi and hello, sir.
No,
Question is true.
sorry, I'm
Again, check it one more time.
And buttons.
Hi, hello, and bye. Why? Because
And
10 greater than 5. True. Hi,
so great.
hello will be executed. Block will execute. Else will be skipping. And next word by. Next word by will also execute because following statement will execute. Following statement will execute. Okay, right. Now, for example, I'll say 15 here. I'll say 15. Tell me what is the output?
Else condition.
What will execute?
How are you? I am
How
fine.
are
Bye.
you? I am
How are
fine.
you? I'm
I
fine. Bye.
How are you? I'm fine. Bye. Why? Because
no.
why? Because you listen.
Is
False.
The condition
condition
is what? Condition
false.
is what? 10 greater than
Condition is false, sir.
Condition is
So
false.
if
block.
block is
Skip
skipped,
the if.
then block will
Block,
be executed.
block will be skipping. Then which will block will execute? Else. How are you? I'm fine. How are you? I'm fine. After that, it will execute by. It will execute by. And console that what is it? Okay, that is the story. Right. Let's write a program on this. Right. Right. Write a console program. Task is to accept very simple. Write a concept of comparing two numbers. Program is comparing two numbers. Right. Sir, what exactly is that expectable requirement? I am designing. You also take on your paper. Whatever requirement, don't neglect it. Okay, don't neglect it. And when you understand the requirement clearly, then only you can write the program. Your father told you that get chicken from the market. Then you didn't listen properly. You went to fish market and you brought fish. So like that, listening the requirement is very important. Now listen. OP, enter I value. Then you store into I. I is integer. Enter J value. 5. 5 you stored into J. 5 you stored into J. Integer. Now compare I and J. Which is greater than I is greater than J or J is greater than I?
I is greater than.
I is greater than J.
Yeah, you display output as I is greater than J. Okay, this is the output I want. Suppose J is greater than I, then display J is greater than I. Just think about only these two. Okay, write the program. Hello, yeah, completed. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can see. Let's write this small program, simple program. Right, yeah, right. Console dot write line. What is that? Enter I value.
Enter I value. Int.
I equal to into dot parse of console dot read line. Right. Console dot read line. And what is this? Enter J value. Enter J value into J console dot read line. Okay. Now you can see if I greater
I
than
is greater than J.
if I greater than J console dot write line I is
I is
greater
greater
than
than J.
I is greater than J. I is greater than J. Else
Else
console
console
dot
dot write
write
J
line
is greater than I.
J is greater than I. J is greater than I. Right. And the console dot read line. This is a program. Right. So in this program you can observe compilation and execution. Right. 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 Write line enter I value and console dot read line 10 stored into I. 5 stored into J. Then what will happen? 10 greater than 5. True or false?
True, sir.
Oh,
I is greater than J and else will be skipping. And
skipping.
console dot read line. Okay, right. Suppose user entered 5 and 10. Then what will happen? 5 greater than 10. False. That's why it will skip
False.
the block and will execute else part. Will
So
execute.
J is greater than I, sir.
But here I have a small question to you all the people. The question is, you see, if suppose, get ready all of you, 10 and 10. I entered 10 and 10, 10 and 10. Then what is the output?
J is greater than I.
Seven.
J is
Output?
Error will be thrown.
Is greater than I.
Yes. Output is J is greater than I. Output is J is greater than I. So why you are getting this output? Why you are getting this
False
output?
condition.
Come on, because actually 10 greater than 10. 10 greater than 10 is true or false? False. Blindly control is going to else part. But actually, to
Yes.
execute I is equals to J. You need one more option. If you want one more option, you should go with what? If, else, if.
If else if
If, else, if, else, if. That we will see in if, else, if, next level concept. But by this time, we are implemented two concepts. One is simple if, one is if, else. Here, tomorrow somebody will ask a question when we will go for simple if. Simple if. When we will go for simple if. Second question is when we will go for if, else, else. These two answers we have to get ready with right now. Okay, listen. Whenever we have one option, option means one statement or one block of statement. Whenever we have one option which you want to execute based on condition, use what? Simple if. Use what? Simple if.
Simple if.
Again, Uma, tell me when we will go for simple if.
Whenever we have one option which we want to excuse based on the condition, we go for simple if.
Simple if. Now when we will go for if else. Whenever we have two option, option 1 and option 2. Among two option, if you want to execute one option based on condition, then go with if else. Go with what? If else. When we will go for if else, whenever we have two option, if we want to execute one option based on condition, go with what? If else.
Else.
Okay, so that is a story. Right, again, I'm asking you, come on. Giri, tell me when we will go for simple if. Giri, right. Now,
sir,
yeah, anyone, come on. Vinil, come on. When will go for simple if?
whenever we are having one option,
Hmm.
we have to execute that option based on the condition.
Hmm.
Then we will go for the simple if.
Hmm. When will go for if else?
Whenever we are having multiple options,
Two options, not multiple.
among the
No, no.
okay, whenever we are having two options,
Hmm.
among that two options, we have to execute one option based on the condition. Then we will go for the if else.
Right. Now, another task for you on this only. Another task for you on this only. Let's say my expectation of output will be like this. Output is enter I value 10, enter J value, enter J value 5. Now I want output like this. I is greater than J or J is greater than I?
I is
I is greater than this.
I is greater than J and I want to print I value is how much? 10. Suppose I entered 5 and 10. Here 5 and 10. Then print J is greater than I and J values. Means here I want to display the status and I want to display the greatest value. Okay, na? Can you write the program for this?
Yes, sir.
Come on, do it fast. For this requirement, you have to go to syntax 2. You have to go to syntax 2. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Syntax 2 means you should use what? Blocks. We should use blocks here. We should use blocks. Right. Right. I value is
plus
I and else J is greater than I. Console dot write line. J value is J. J. J value is J. J value is J. J is greater than I. J value is J. Console dot read line. Okay. So that is the story. Okay. Right. So now in this regard, yes, yeah, compilation and execution, and 10 and 5, 10 and 5, you observe, 10 and 5, you observe, 10 greater than 5, true or false, sir?
True, sir.
True. Then control will execute, I is greater than j, and I value is I, is what, 10, and which will skip which part, else part, will skip else part, okay, right. Now for example, 5 greater than 10, for example 5 greater than 10, 5 greater than 10, then what will happen?
J is greater than I.
5
Can else statement
or
will be
false, 5 greater than 10, true or false?
false.
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 Block will be skipping, control will execute, else part, j is greater than I, j value
J
is
value is
j, what is a 10?
10.
Okay, see this is a story about, yeah, this requirement, okay. Now, yeah, next concept we'll see tomorrow, not that much active today, okay, right. That means the next concept is if, else, if. I'm giving small work for you. The work is what you know. Task for you is prepare short notes on if else if, because don't neglect these concepts are very important. It's up to you. If else if, multiple if conditions, nested if, enough. These three concepts you try to complete, try to understand and try to write a short notes, whatever you understood and send to me. Right? How many are regular for assignments till the time? Who are following all assignments? Who are doing? Yeah, yeah, no. Speak out orally. I didn't remember. I didn't see. I may not check that much seriously, but that is your
I did, sir, but I skipped the last Friday's class,
who
so
are
I didn't do
100% done assignments till the time. Past.
So I
Right. Anybody else completed?